my apologies, guys. It was my mother. And yeah, I wanted to take the call because she had been trying to reach me for a couple of days, and I always was streaming and or working, so I couldn't really pick up the phone. And so yeah, I had to confirm with her or not if I were going to be there tomorrow at her house and stuff like that. So yeah, we're good. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah. So he's got some defensive spells. He's got like he's gonna get this in a few levels. Dimensional shift? No, it's a full beam. Oh, sorry, it's not that at all. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Oh, they changed how it works. Look at this. For a total of 15 spell levels. Wow. That's pretty cool. So if somebody keeps casting you level 1 spells, you can reflect 15 spells in a row. As long as it's, you know, during the 60 seconds. It's pretty cool. I'm liking this. I am liking the choices they've made in this game. It's pretty darn cool. And now it's going to really be helpful to have more than one grimoire. I know in the last game you could, and you could make some stuff with that. But what I just did is put all the spells I always use in one grimoire, and that was it. Like, I didn't need any other spells. But I only used like half the spell I had anyway. I'm glad that in this one, it actually serves a purpose to alternate between them.
Aye.
I don't know, man. So far,
We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
So far, from the voice acting and for the UI, the way it's done, the way they streamlined the combat a lot more and made it a lot less complicated, I gotta say that I'm very impressed with this game. I think this game pulls ahead in at least certain aspect from the first one, like significantly. We'll still go and see like how long the game is. I'm curious to see about the dungeons. I'm curious to see about the storytelling, like how it changes and stuff. We haven't seen the combat on the boat, but I'm really impressed so far. It's pretty darn amazing. Now, I heard some people saying that they were not impressed with the storytelling. They felt like the storytelling in the first one was better. So far, I can tell. From what I've seen right now, it's pretty on par with last game. I don't see anything that's not at least equal, if not better. And as far as dungeons go, somebody else, like another streamer, said that he was sad because in the sequel, the dungeons were not as big as in the first game. There were no dungeons with like 4 levels, for example, or 3 levels deep and stuff like that. And for sure there wasn't one with like 15 levels deep like in the first game. And he was sad about that. So we'll see how it feels as we play it. But so far, like it seems pretty similar to the first game. It doesn't feel like it's been too different in terms of size of maps and dungeons and stuff. It feels pretty equal.
We have
So I don't know.
supplies here for the paying. Have a look.
That's not supposed to be common, yeah, but like they could have made it like a staple of their game, you know, like making a super dungeon in every pillars, for example. I don't mind it personally. I don't mind that there's not a 15 level dungeon in this game. Like I accept it for. I'm willing to look at it as its own product instead of just like bunching both games together and be like, meh. Like it's fine. Like it's cool that they're going a different direction. Like we didn't have exploration on this level in the previous game, so it's okay. It's fine. Oh, DLC would probably add a lot. Yeah, if you compare what the DLC added between the main game and the DLC in the first one, it's massive. The difference was pretty intense. Let's see. Nah. I don't want it. Why do I have this on me? Why is it not in stash? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let's keep one wind. Yeah? Yeah. Let's take a look here. Hunting bow versus a war bow. Oh, that's different. Let's give her that. For no reason at all. Oh. Sure, man. Why not? Oh yeah, it was fine. Oh yeah, for sure. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm just willing to wait until I have like a better understanding of the game itself and like the all the areas and all those different things before I pass on like a full judgment on the game itself compared to the first one. But so far, like,
Race you to the coral.
No contest.
I like it a lot. A lot. Like I'm looking at the time right now and I can't believe it's already 8. Like I don't want time to pass. Wait. We only need to go back now, right? We don't need anything else. We can just go straight back to the boat. Yeah? Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. No game is flawless, that's for sure. Here we go.
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Ikawa gestures towards your vessel, where a motley group of Wana and Valiant workers race to and fro.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Do you know where Nikitaka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care in Nekitaka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice. Come, we will see your Defiant out to sea.
It's written on the side! That is so cool! To what the best class could be if you want to do the electric damage builds.
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Maybe... Do the priests still have the lightning ball buff? That does like everybody does lightning damage? Monk druid, yeah, probably. Druids of the furry subclass?
Oh my.
We should address the matter of our ship resources before we get underway.
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm. However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship. I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Ship-to-ship combat. Deadfire, not every ship on the sea is friendly. A style ship can attempt to engage you in ship-to-ship combat. During ship combat, distance and orientation to the enemy are vital to your success. Distance determines if the enemy is in range of your cannon or if you are in range of theirs. Orientation determines what cannons, if any, you can fire, as well as how easily your ship may be hit. Turning your side to the enemy may allow you to fire the most cannon, but it makes you an easier target. Each ship must maintain its sail and hull. Damaged sails limit the speed of a ship. If a hull is destroyed, the ship will sink. A ship's cannon are also limited by how much ammunition the ship is carrying. When two ships get close to each other, they can board or ram. Boarding locks the two ships together and transition to a deck-to-deck fight between the two ship crews. A ramming attack does damage to the hulls of both ships, but if one does not sink, the battle transitions to a deck-to-deck battle. Once you have victoriously sunk the other ship or defeated them in deck-to-deck combat, you can plunder what remains. Plunder typically includes ship resources, treasures, and occasionally the unique triumph of a noteworthy enemy captain. Coins can be shared with the crew to improve morale, and triumphs are always flown from your ship's rigging. Yeah. Oh, dude! As the Defiant leaves Port Margé behind, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trade vessels. One craft stands out. An imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiant's starbow. The flag raised high atop its sail signify a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not be easily turned away. Face your pursuer head-on. You spin the ship's wheel counterclockwise. The ship swings around quickly, disturbing a gull resting on the foremast. The bird voids a white splotch on the deck as a sign of its disapproval. Oh god. You even out the wheel and bear straight towards the dhow. The distance closes quickly, and soon the massive dhow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship, along with the shouts from its crew notifying that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain in a stark contrast stride an unkempt Orlin. A pair of pistol grips protrude from its belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearms around his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a wildly braided cerulean beard, makes the crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister.
Ado, Water of Cadno. On behalf of the Principi Sen Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
Responding to the collapse of Grenvalia, Noble families packed up their households and sailed abroad, taking opportunities away from the shadow of their homeland. Over time, their old world traditions evolved into a new identity as the Principi Sen Patrena, the princes without a homeland, a loosely connected and regulated organizations of pirates. Interesting. The broad-shouldered captain up tilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple. You have my attention.
Agrasima. I will make this quick.
He flourishes a courtly bow.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave. Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
I take it he is not one of those fools. Perhaps we should listen.
Alot crosses his arms, cautious but curious. Under the captain's word, you hear a faint but insistent buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrente's voice, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sun-shod sea behind your eyes. Let the vision come. Wait. It feels like maybe it's a cipher attacking me. Fight against it. You shudder your mind, reinforcing your inner self, rejecting the invading spirit. Oh, too late. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking into Ferrente's face. He raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly and the dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. I know a cipher's handiwork when I feel it. Tell yours to stay out of my head. The blue Orlin mouth falls open.
Voxen of Ubilnet Merla. Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
You little fuck's shit. Ferrente glares at Seraphin. The Orlin steps back, blinking away the rebuke, and peers at you, probing. His yellow-green eyes narrow, unfocused, as if trying to remember something. Then the captain turns a warm smile back to you. I knew that it was a cipher.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here.
He looks to you.
You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not less a person sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
He winks. I remember the Drake.
Gelarde. Then that should make this easy. I am keen to show my rascal of a compatriot some much-needed humility. I thought perhaps you may care to as well.
For our teas, do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
The rogue words flit through your thoughts like darters, not quite your own, but not entirely unlike your own either. Where might I find Captain... Wait, no, wait. If Benweth is one of your own, shouldn't you take responsibility for his actions?
Benweth is no captain of mine, Imika. It is not beneath my flag his Drake sails. Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principe altogether.
How has Benweth endangered the Principe?
Are you saying if we rile you, you will pose no threat to us? Così, pardon if I do not believe you, Dragon Slayer.
The captain chuckles, fingers rubbing the frilled collar without his throat. About his throat.
Word of Benweth's raid on the Defiant will spread throughout the Deadfire. More fools will seek to prey upon you. I would suggest you stave off all others by...
I must have clicked the wrong button.
Of Benweth.
Because this is not the kind of answer he should have said to me from what I thought I was asking. But I thought you were going to show Benweth some humility.
Gelarde, but I am, through you.
He smiles wider and the dimple cuts deeper into his cheek.
It is you Benweth has insulted, Aimika. You he has invited aggression against. Burn and sink him. It will cause the Principe to revere you.
This isn't just about me though, is it? If I'm to do you a favor, I want a boon for it. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna go with this one. I don't work for free. The good humor wipes from his face.
I suppose I should expect as much from a woman once employed by the dozens. Of course, Aimika. Work with me, and I will weight your pockets with gold. When you have dealt with my problem, I will prepare a fine welcome for you at my port. Now, a tip for you.
His smile returns twofold and he nods amicably.
Benweth's Drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Fiorente flourishes a hand towards the ornament at his side.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the high fucking model of the Gentleman of Fortune. As for Benweth, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet you feel a surge of anger, that's not your own.